Hello and welcome to another You May or May Not Like It. I am your host, Scott, and you can find me on Twitter at XOrsonX. I am here with Michael, who you can also find on Twitter, but he is at Review and Roast. You can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/reviewandroast and the Instagram at instagram.com/reviewandroast. Getting kind of old, isn't it? All right, so today we're here to talk to you about three things. Strike first, strike hard, no mercy. First off, so I'm sure you're all aware that there was a YouTube...
Dude, I'm sure nobody's aware.
Dude, I knew about this.
Yeah,
I thought it was going to be a movie, though.
Yeah, but we look at stuff.
That's true. So for those of you who are not aware, there was this kind of, I don't know, it was kind of a small movie, I think, in the 80s, in 84, called The Karate Kid. Well,
what was that about?
I think it had something to do with Taekwondo, but
Kid that
wrong.
knows karate.
Yes.
Anywho.
So what happened is there's been a lot of hype about a new one, and I always, for some stupid reason, I don't know why I thought it was going to be a movie. No, it turns out it is a YouTube original series called Cobra Kai. Set 30 years after the events of the 1984 All-Valley Karate Tournament, the series focuses on Johnny Lawrence reopening the Cobra Kai dojo, which causes his rivalry with Daniel LaRusso to be reignited. Bum, bum, bum.
Digging it.
So this, it's a YouTube premium thing. So if you're just regular old YouTube, you can't really watch it, okay? But what they're offering is YouTube has 3 months free of YouTube Premium right now. Not YouTube TV, just regular YouTube Premium.
Yeah, and how much was YouTube Premium?
YouTube Premium is $10.99 a month.
$10.99?
With that, you get their exclusive shows, and you get no ads.
YouTube TV is $9.99.
No,
$49.99.
Yeah,
it is not. You need if you buy YouTube TV, you do not get Cobra Kai.
Really?
Yes, they are two completely separate services. Because remember, I told you I was going to look it up because I just paid $50 if I can get some stuff out of the deal.
That's
the
a lot of
$50
money, dude.
is pretty bad. So,
not really.
yeah, dude, you can go on the CW.com or download any TV app and watch it for free.
Sort of.
The same. YouTube is only doing the last couple of episodes, not like the whole season.
Right, but if you catch it now, you can...
No. I'm talking about, so if you wanted to get YouTube TV so you could watch Supergirl, right?
Okay.
Like on the CW.
Yeah.
You would only be able to watch the same episodes, the last 4.
Right.
You wouldn't get this season if you jumped in. You can do that on the CW app without even logging in, is what I'm saying.
Right, but my point is you get an unlimited online DVR with YouTube TV.
Yeah, gives a shit.
I'm just saying, you can say, the show's
I can
coming up.
watch whatever I want. Yeah.
I'm just saying. I'd never pay for it.
$50 for an unlimited DVR is pretty dumb when everything's available 6 months later anyways.
I don't... Oh, well, yeah, that's
realistically
mostly true.
Everything is. You can
Sort of.
pretty much grab almost anything unless, like Star Wars Rebels, somebody's hoarding it.
Yeah.
Disney. So.
Yeah.
But again, and I don't know. I just, for $9.99 or $10.99 or whatever it is, that's probably worth it if they're going to come out with anything near as decent as this original content.
They actually have quite a bit of original content, which I did not know.
I know. I'm actually probably going to sign up for it myself.
Well, I'm going to cancel after my 3 months. But
I probably won't. I'll probably just sign up and leave it going.
I will say it is nice to be able to watch YouTube without commercials.
That's literally probably worth. I pay $4.99 for Pandora just for the same reason. So
yeah, but $4.99 I feel is more reasonable.
For radio that I listen to like once every couple days.
Every time I'm in the car, you have Pandora.
I throw it on once in a while for some stuff. But yeah,
I'm just saying.
But if when you listen to it in the car, that $4.99, there's literally a commercial every 2 songs.
Right, but here's the thing. people, unless you're me, where you're sitting at a desk for 9 hours, you're not watching that much YouTube. So 1099.
No,
to
I think
stop
people are
commercials.
watching that much YouTube, and it would be worth $10.99 for anybody.
I don't know.
I
We
mean, I
shall
watch
see.
YouTube in the car, so
Hear that, police?
yeah, that's fine.
Plate
Doesn't
number 123, review and roast.
It's hands free. I don't have to touch it.
Ill.
It's true.
Yeah, so we're not here to sell you on YouTube. We're here to fucking talk about Cobra Kai.
Well, it's going to be very detrimental though because it's not going to be free for 3 months forever. So
no, it is not.
So this is all going to pertain to the only way you're going to be able to see this. And if YouTube owns it, they're obviously not going to have it on YouTube to sneak some episodes like people do on some shows.
Right.
So, anywho. And they're probably not going to sell it separately. I highly doubt.
You never know.
No, smart money would be keep it as a premium service, and that's it.
I don't know. I feel like putting out the DVD box set for $30 is more beneficial than someone paying $10.99, knocking out all 10 episodes in one day and then canceling.
People don't buy box sets no more, dude.
I'm just
Anyways,
saying.
moving on. Cobra Kai, 30-something years later, shit's popping. My man Billy Zabka still running around town, trying to be a handyman, shit like that.
Well, and that was the part that was kind of, I don't want to say confusing, but I mean, the show opens up with William Zabka. He doesn't go by Billy anymore. He's a man.
He's not a man. He's a mountain.
He's not a man. He's a sensei.
He's awesome.
So it starts out with him, Johnny Lawrence, and
it shows him waking up. Like, that's how the season opens.
Right.
And I'm pretty sure, like I told you, he just woke up from like a 37-year nap. Because he's literally from 1984 right now.
Oh, my God,
Like,
yeah.
he doesn't know anything that's been pretty much going on for the last 30 years. It's hilarious how
out of touch.
in the 80s he is.
Yeah. Which is fantastic. I mean, he drives the old fucking Pontiac.
It's honestly,
and
yeah.
everything. But, I mean, he runs around as a handyman. I feel like, guys who run around as handymen, they make decent fucking money.
Well,
You would assume. He's not running the show. He's working for somebody else.
Working for a dude, yeah. So it's not... And again, they didn't make it like... the guy's not a homeless person. I mean, he's got some stuff. He's obviously... And here's the other thing. He's got a little... He drinks a lot, but he doesn't... But he's... They don't... I like the way they did it, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Because, he drank a lot of... Well, I like Coors, too. But anyways, he drank a lot of Coors Banquets, which is actually a fantastic beer. The problem is it's like 400 calories a bottle or something like that. It's crazy, but it's super good. We'll have some. Anyways, he drinks a lot, but it's not like he's, I don't know, out of control. I mean, there's a couple out of control moments, but for the most part, it's not like he was, I don't know. I think the way they did it was just right, where, he probably drinks more than he should, but he's not going to die tomorrow. I guess,
okay.
from
I see where you're
alcoholism.
going.
You know what I mean? I'm not saying that it was good. I'm saying the way they did it was well enough where they proved their point without making him a piece of shit.
Right. Well, I mean, basically, the whole first episode is just a guy going through life, just wants to fucking be left alone to do his job and go home and just fucking watch a little TV.
Yep.
And he just repeatedly gets kicked into fucking schnutz.
Yeah, just nothing goes right. It's just Murphy's Law for this guy for
Yeah.
the last 37 years, it seems like.
Yeah, pretty fucking much. And that's, and I can kind of relate. Not that I'm drinking that heavily, but every time you feel like you're getting ahead, you get fucking kicked in the balls.
It's really, that's exactly the right way to say it, because that's everybody.
Yeah.
You think, you're like, man, I got it now. No, you don't.
No.
You know what I mean? I lost it.
Swift kick to the schnutz.
And it's perfectly, the way they do it is very, very good, honestly. And Zabka, is that his name? Billy Zabka?
Johnny Lawrence.
Anyways, well, I wasn't talking about Johnny. I was talking about Billy.
Oh.
Super good acting. I mean, there was a couple times where I'm like, no, he's good. You know what I mean? Where I was thinking about it, like, oh, shit.
Dude. I mean, I know I probably overused it.
It's supposed to be.
He crushes.
Yeah, he's supposed to be. Everything he does is intentionally intentional. So, take that for what it's worth. Yeah.
Well, I started watching this about a week and a half ago, and I've been telling this guy, like, dude, you gotta see it. It's the best. And, whatever. So, we sat down this morning to show him the first episode, and we ended up watching all 10.
Every single one of them, yep. They were all right.
Yeah, so like I said, basically it starts out, he's just, He's living in a shitty apartment. He's got a shitty job. He's paying shitty child support to a kid that he doesn't even fucking know anymore at this point. You know what I mean? Like, and every time he fucking turns around, someone's fucking kicking him in the balls. So basically, and it's a similar scenario to, they relate to the movie a lot, which is, you think sounds cheesy, but they do it in such a fucking glorious way.
Yeah, there's a lot of flashback scenes, which you were telling me about, which I was like, all right, I could see where they probably could use some of that, but it's done better than I thought it was based on you telling me, which I feel like we're talking it up, but I think I was skeptical, but when it actually happens, you're like, no, that's good.
Yeah, it's, and even outside of the flashbacks, there's still a lot of, like, references to, the kid's getting picked on. He's looking for someone to teach him,
Yeah, the storyline. Well, again, what else is the story going to be about? Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, man's going to reopen Cobra Kai. We know that. That's the name of the fucking show.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to, this by no means is a spoiling anything, but when you think Cobra Kai, you think all the the jocks, the douchebags, the bullies in school going to basically learn how to be a bigger bully, whereas in the show, the kid lives across the hall. He's getting picked on at school. He just happens to be there one day when this kid's getting his ass kicked, and he's like, "Dude, can you teach me that?" No, get out of my face. You know what I mean?
Right.
But
and side note, while all this is going on, Ralph Macchio is a very successful Southern California car dealer now, who has a bunch of LaRusso luxury autos, and he's got like giant 60-foot billboards everywhere talking about kicking the competition. You know what I mean? So every time Johnny's driving up and down the street going to his next shit job, he's got to look at this guy's face.
Or when he's watching TV, you see the commercial where he's chopping prices everywhere.
Because he's like watching Iron Eagle, and it's like getting awesome. Then all of a sudden, it's like, boom, right in his face,
Yeah. So, I mean, he eventually, like we said, Cobra Kai doesn't open episode 1. You know what I mean? Like, it takes a minute for him to get it open. And, it's kind of, okay, so now he's got the school open, but he's only got one student. I mean, throughout the entire series, this guy's just repeatedly getting fucking kicked out.
Yeah, even when he's trying to make it better, he just can't get two hands around it.
Yeah,
he's got a loose grip with one, and he can't get the other one on it.
It's hanging onto a rope made of sand. You know what
Pretty
I mean?
Much.
Which is kind of it really makes you, at least for me, especially once they do introduce Danny Russo. I was Team Johnny basically from the beginning. You know what I mean? Like, the guys is just, I get it. You know what I mean? And then I don't, you know what I mean? Just leave the guy alone, man. But it's kind of funny because Johnny and Daniel have nothing to do with each other at this point in their lives, and through a few things that start happening in the show, they start to interact a little more. And then when Daniel finds out that he reopened Cobra Kai, he's like, "Oh, not on my watch." You know what I mean?
Yeah. And, he's very anti
Cobra Kai.
Everything that has to do with Johnny and Cobra Kai without even really giving it a breath. And the funny thing is, it's like, yeah, dude, it's like, it's apparent the guy's not having a great go, and you're doing awesome. Like, slow your fucking roll.
Yeah, not to mention, like, there's a point in the show where his wife is, kind of giving him shit because, he's going out of his way.
Yeah, like, why are you being a dick?
To be a dick to Johnny Lawrence, but he's also being a dick to other people
in the process.
Yeah, and it's just like, dude, I mean, are you even thinking what you're through, or are you just trying to... Is this weird rivalry turning you into a monster, basically?
It's like he's blinded by revenge, but he's not revenging anything because he's the one that won anyways. You know what I mean? It's like, why are you still holding the grudge? You won.
Yeah.
So you don't get to still be mad because you're the winner.
Right.
Like, I don't... Yeah. So, but they do a really good job, Ralph Macchio does at least, or the writing crew, everybody involved, of really fleshing that out, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you really... I mean, so both of these guys technically, like, hate each other, but they don't really even still either know why, and then a series of events takes place which makes the other hate the other more, but it's because they really don't know what the fuck is going on, which is also, like, frustrating as a viewer, but you want to see it. Like, you're like, oh, God damn it, why don't you just tell him it wasn't you? You know what I mean? Or whatever. Yeah. But that's good stuff, really. So.
Yeah, I was blown away by, because I mean, I thought it was going to be, decent. They throw little references to the movie, everyone have a good laugh and whatever. But this series was so well done and so well written. Like, and then throughout the show, you get to see, the kids that Johnny starts teaching. You get to see them kind of grow. Mm-hmm. Some of them a little in the wrong direction, but I'm sure that'll be addressed later on.
Right, you'll be able to tell that right away because basically, obviously, Cobra Kai was a no nonsense ass whooping dojo, and that's how Johnny. That's the only way Johnny knows how to teach. Right. If that makes sense.
Yes.
So he only knows this process. Now he's not. From what you were saying, he's not trying to make bullies, but inadvertently, he kind of is based on the style in which the students are now taking.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a whole like flip flop on those who were bullying are now getting bullied by the people they were bullying because those people are now the bullies. So it's
wait, what?
Yep, you heard me. So right. And that's what happens throughout the series. So there's, I don't want to make it into like a high school drama, but as this is all going on, there's a high school drama going on, i.e. the students, i.e. the under 18 All Valley Karate Championship, which is obviously that was going to happen.
Right, yeah.
You know what I mean? No spoilers if you've seen The Karate Kid. Like, obviously this is all taking place in the Encino, California area with the Valley Karate thing.
Yeah.
So this is going to happen. Anyways, point being that it's not a high school drama, and it's more of a hybrid of everything. So yeah, there is some high school drama, but that's because the students are getting picked on and picking on people. And they do a really good job of managing the bullying and bringing up today's problems with bullying without being overly sensitive about it either, because they go right after it. You know what I mean? And they don't make you feel sorry for anybody or guilty for anybody else or what have you, but they do let you know, like the character of Aisha. Do you have it up? Who plays Aisha? Who is
Nicole Brown?
Yeah, Daniel LaRusso's daughter Sam goes to high school. Her friend. She's now popular because she's one of the rich kids, blah, blah, whatever. So is Nicole Brown. She's like a famous football player's daughter, whatevs. But she's nerdy, one might say unattractive compared to all the popular girls, and uncool, for lack of a better way to put it. So Sam, Danny's daughter, and her used to be best friends all growing up. The same old story. You get into high school and then people split off, whatevs. So now Sam hangs with the cool girls, and they all basically pick on Aisha's character. And then, we'll spoil it, she ends up in the Cobra Kai dojo at some point in time. And she explains to Johnny, Sensei Lawrence, that, she gets bullied. Cyber bullied, this, that, and the other thing, and people tell her that she's ugly, fugly, or whatever, and that she should go kill herself. And I'm like, whoa, this shit's about to get deep.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And right when it's about to get deep, they cut to Johnny Lawrence, who this is like his MO throughout the thing. So she goes into this whole thing, and he's like, oh, my God, what a bunch of pussies. He's like, if I wanted to bully someone, I did it right to their face. The cyber, but what is it? He doesn't even, so he can't even like comprehend it or whatever. But, so he kind of makes it his goal to like, and throughout the season, again, you see him noticing like, oh shit, like I was trying to make these guys strong enough to not be bullied, but I might be creating monsters. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I thought it was a really good show. And again, it's a lot of Johnny Lawrence and Danny LaRusso doing a lot of soul searching in their own lives. You know what I mean? And even though, Danny's super successful, at one point in time, Johnny mentions to him like, yeah, why don't you get your house in order? And it's like, oh shit. Somebody can tell.
The way that these characters are all intertwined, obviously Daniel, whatever, he doesn't really know his daughter as well as he thinks he does.
Right.
He doesn't know her friends as well at all.
Right.
So, it's just like any parent and any teenager. You really don't know what they're doing once they walk out that door.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not trying to say she's a bad kid. She still is a good kid. She never takes part in the ripping on of her old friend. She actually still tries to be friendly
But she
with
doesn't
her.
stop him.
Right, exactly. She doesn't really stand up for her either. So,
Yeah.
playing devil's advocate, I guess. But, she's not a bad kid. She's just in with a bad crowd. And it's interesting.
Being in the room is still accessory to murder, so you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, but if
in my
I
opinion,
murdered,
you're still guilty by association. In
if
my
I
opinion,
murdered you, no one's going to put me away.
if somebody was in the room.
I'm in the room.
The point is, I don't think that, in my opinion, especially in this day and age, if you're complacent, you're guilty. I don't really care. You can't sit at a table with 5 people that are making fun of somebody or bullying somebody. Like, it'd be super. If you're not gonna stop them, you get up and leave them. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
No, I agree.
Which she didn't. So I'm not saying that she's a bad person. I'm just saying that you're guilty by association as far as I'm concerned,
I agree.
and you always will be. So that's that.
God, I feel like there's like so much to talk about.
Oh, there's a ton, but there's really
I just don't want to like spoil any of the goodness.
There's not a lot of time, and
We got
again,
all the time in the world.
Johnny is super stuck in the 80s. Everything he says is honestly golden nuggets of hilarity half the time because he's very adamant about being badass and not being a pussy.
Right.
Which, his words, not mine, but I do use those words quite often in various forms.
For instance, there's no asthma in this dojo. You leave
Yeah.
that and your peanut allergies outside where that fake shit belongs.
Yeah.
Something along those lines.
Yeah, and he's like, no, those are real things. He's like, yeah, whatever.
Not in my dojo.
Yeah. So, again, he's very black and white when it comes to certain things, which is super hilarious. So, I don't know.
Well, let me. I don't want to say wrap it up, but let me wrap it up, B, with this final little quip here. If you liked the movie in any way, shape, or form, you will love this show. If you've never seen the movie, you can still thoroughly enjoy this show. They do it in a way to where it just makes it better if you're familiar with the movie. But
I mean, the show opens up with the end scene edited from
right. And like I said,
basically
there's some
Karate
flashbacks,
Kid.
but if you've no idea what the Karate Kid is, you can get this and watch it and be perfectly fine.
Oh, yeah. They could have made this show without there ever even being one, and it still would be awesome. It just wouldn't have the name recognition, or
Right.
we probably wouldn't even have seen it by now. But, yeah, it's 1,000% worth it. We've both ordered our Cobra Kai T-shirts, and I'm 90% sure that we're both going to have Cobra Kai dojos for...
Geese,
or
you mean?
dojos, geese.
I'll fucking build a
for,
dojo.
For Halloween this year, so
I'll Chris Farley the shit out of
be ready
thing.
for that shit. So yeah, that's it. That's all I got. Honestly, I don't really want to talk much more about it other than, honestly, the show's fucking awesome. And you should watch it, especially if you even liked it. I mean, it's got some cornball, cheeseball moments, but that's what it's supposed to.
It has
got a
to
lot of
because
80s
Johnny
shit.
is...
It's got a lot of corny jokes. It's got a lot of like references that don't really even matter
Let's
in
put it
this
this
day and
way.
age, but it's awesome.
100% in this, like, it takes place right now.
Yeah, 2008.
Johnny has a flip phone.
Yeah.
So
No, he rules.
that's how out of touch he is. When he rambles off the web address, he's like, yeah, it's www period
Yeah.
Cobra Kai period COM. All lowercase.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just so well done.
And honestly, again, he's super good. All the other, even the child actors or the younger actors that play the other people are really, really super good.
Oh, everyone is, yeah.
Yeah, from the daughter to the son to the
friends that you
student.
love to hate.
Yeah, and even all the friends are really good. Even the asshole ones. I mean, they're just all really good. So yeah, that's all I got.
And I was just saying, I can't wait for season 2, and there better be a season 2 because they left a lot of shit unsaid and undone.
Oh, there's a ton. No, yeah, there's.
And the way it ended, there has to be a season 2. There just has to.
Oh no,
be.
it's all. There's season 2, 3, 4. They're gonna. I can't imagine that this is not doing well. So, yeah.
Well, we're about to give it the review and roast bump.
Yeah, that's probably gonna happen.
2 more people.
Yep. So yeah, what do you got?
Well, I don't give a shit how much you hate it, dude. This was a 10 all around.
Come on.
This thing was amazing.
Come on.
Strike first, strike hard.
Can't put a 10 on it.
9.999.
I'll allow a 9.9.
No, I'm putting a 10 on it. I don't give a fuck.
Ugh.
You just have to lower your score then. If you didn't like it that much, you wouldn't have fucking ordered your shirt in the third episode.
No, I told you it's awesome, but that doesn't mean it's a 10. There's no such thing as a 10, goddamn.
This was about as perfect as you're going to get.
It was not perfect
Name
at all.
one thing wrong with it.
Your face.
Yeah, exactly.
So, that's something. Anyways, no, it's definitely not a 10, but it's definitely not an 8, so I'm going to give it a 9. That's where I'm at.
That's what IMDb says too.
What?
9.
Yeah, no, we're at a mellow 9.5. I'll allow that.
Yeah, so anywho, it was good. And if you hurry, you can check it out for free and literally watch it all in about 3 hours.
It was a little more than that, I think.
Probably, but still.
Yep.
We also paused a minute so you could fucking smoke like you're living in the 80s.
Suppose that smoke?
Doing your fucking karate in my backyard.
Gotta get my kata going.
That's Danielson.
Yeah.
Anywho, you can find me on the Twittens at XOrsonX, and you can find him on the Twittens at Review and Roast. Don't forget to go to our Facebook, facebook.com/Review and Roast. And you can check out all of our podcasts at comicroast.com and all of our written reviews at reviewandroast.com. Just hashtag or Google search Review and Roast or Comic Roast. You'll find everything you ever wanted to know.
You might have to look.